And it goes a little something like...
Hey guys, it's Maggie. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Maggie and
Honey, no one watches your videos.
Oh, thanks for stopping by, and in today's video we are going to be really diving deep here, okay? I have been in college for a week and a half, I think. Yeah, a week and a half. I've been going to class for a week so far, and I'm kind of like an expert now on like what college is like, so that's such a joke. I literally don't know what I'm doing, but also I do want to give like a real honest, like raw first week impressions and kind of like what all college is about, at least the first week, and what all like I've noticed and things I've learned and what I've taken away from my first experiences on a college campus. So for those of you guys who don't know, I go to Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana. I moved here from San Antonio, Texas, like that kind of area, small town near. And yeah, so it's been a little bit of a culture shock, but I do want to get in. I have a list of like points I want to make and things I want to talk about, so I'm super excited to get that started for you guys. So the first thing we're gonna get started talking about is my classes. So I can't speak too much about this yet because I've literally been going to class for 1 week, but so far I like my classes. I'm gonna flash my schedule up like right here. I'm taking 6 classes total. I think I'm taking intro to psych, intro to microeconomics, intro to long calculus, which is the year-long version because your girl cannot really do calculus or math at all. So I'm taking this class called the ancient novel. I'm taking Spanish. I'm taking my business tides colloquium, which is like a freshman level course that everyone has to take, but I'm taking like the honors version of it so that I'm still like in the honors program, but I also get like my business like starting point, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like the idea of that. So far I actually really like my professors. There are like a couple of classes that I'm more nervous for. Long calculus is one that I'm more nervous for just because I'm not familiar like with calculus like at all, you know. But like my favorite class right now is surprisingly the ancient novel, because like we're reading ancient novels and I thought they'd be like super hard to read, like they'd be an old, you know, Greek kind of language, but like we're reading kind of like more modern translations, so like it's actually pretty easy to get through. And I love like Greek tales, you know, like epics and like the actual stories, like, you know, that they told. Like I love how dramatic and extra they are. So far I actually have been really enjoying that class, which is something I never thought. I was like super nervous going into it. So my classes so far are pretty good. You really like, I don't have any classes with any of my friends that I made so far, like the ones I made during orientation and stuff, because like I go to a smaller school, but still like the class sizes are fairly big. It just kind of depends on the class. Like my intro level courses are like 100 to 150 students, but then like my smaller like Spanish is like 30, 25 kids, maybe, not even. I don't even think it's, I think it's like 20 kids. Same for the ancient novel, I think it's like 17. Like they're very small numbers in certain classes that are not like intro level, but like intro level, as I expected, has those like bigger numbers, you know. The next thing we're gonna talk about is dorm life. And so yeah, I have 2 roommates, Matt and Cassandra. They are amazing. I love them so much. Okay, I sound like such a preppy person when I just said it, but I really do. Like I love them. But my suite mates, they are so cool. I love them. I don't know if they want me to say their names on camera, but I love them so much. They're so funny, and they always like are super inclusive. It's so nice. Like we are a little kind of like a community thing. Showering has not been a problem. I'm a suite bathroom, like, so we share this little bathroom right there, and it just has like a shower and a toilet. It's really nice though. Like the bathroom is pretty spacious. Yeah, I barely fit all my clothes into my like dresser thing, but like they're thriving. They're there. So yeah, I like don't have any complaints. We all are on very different sleep schedules, but it like works. Like we can sleep and like the other one just goes, like, you know what I mean? Like we haven't gotten like super, like it hasn't been hard. Like when I wake up earlier in the mornings and go to bed a little bit earlier in the night, and like so like my sleep schedule doesn't bother anyone. Like I don't get bothered by anyone's sleep schedule. It's actually pretty like a good coexisting thing. We all try and kind of clean it up after ourselves, but like things get like a teeny bit messy because we don't have a rug. That is something we forgot. I would recommend getting a rug if you have like a giant empty space, because it just gets so dusty on the floor. So like you can't, like I always wear my slippers everywhere because like my feet will get like a layer of dust on them. And like we haven't fought over the shower at all yet, which has been really nice. And or the sink or anything. The mini fridge is like not fully stocked, but like it's getting there. And yeah, I really enjoy dorm life. The only thing I don't like about being on the top bunk is that like once I go up on the top bunk, I'm like committed to staying there for a really long period of time, you know what I mean? Like you're not just gonna go to the top bunk then like get down 5 minutes, because it's like a trek up there. So like if I forget something or like you know, it's like a big hassle to get down. That's just a personal thing. But yeah, I so far actually really don't mind dorm life at all. I mean, I don't even really miss a queen bed because my bed is so comfortable. Like, because I got a mattress topper. My bed is like so comfortable. It like curves with my body. I love it. So the next topic is nightlife. I'm just gonna give you some insider scoop. I feel like at every college there's like the resident college bar that everyone goes to, you know, like the bar. Ours is called the Boot, which it's like pretty close to campus. It's like a barely off campus. And the Boot or Bruno's, and the Boot is like a dance bar, and then like Bruno's is like just a drinking bar, like a more sit and chill with your friends. I don't really like to drink, it's not my thing, but like I've been out with my friends. It's actually pretty fun. There are people that go to the Boot though like every day of like every night, and I do not understand. Like I feel like it would get so boring. But like I saw this girl like that I'm like friends with on Snapchat. She like put on her Snapchat like 7th day in a row going to the Boot, and I was like, what? Like how? The Boot doesn't play good music. The Boot really is just like, it's like something you go to for fun, check the box, and then you like go maybe I'd say like once or twice a week. I was like the sober friend with my friends, and it was actually really fun. Everything was super chill, and yeah, like surprisingly I thought I'd feel a little more unsafe. Like it's just an honest thing coming from like a small town and now living in New Orleans. I thought I'd feel a little bit more unsafe, but like I really feel pretty safe, and like we are definitely in like a little bubble on campus. Friends, which I kind of started touching on this in my dorm life topic. Making friends is like, it's not hard, but you do have to put forth effort. Like you do have to go places. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't be like, no, I'm not going every like time, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm a person that I need some alone time from time to time, so sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna go, I'm just gonna chill here, and like that's fine. But like I love hanging out with my suite mates and roommates. Like I think they're great. And I've made a couple of other friends like that we go down and grab like lunch or grab dinner at the Commons, just like our dining hall. And like I don't know, but you do have to like keep up with it, you know what I mean? Like it's not like high school where like you see this friend every day, you know what I mean? And like you're always together. Like my suite mates and roommates, yeah, it's easier to like keep up with them, and you know, but like if you're making friends with someone in another hall, you have to text them and then they have to text you, and like vice versa. Like it can't be one person just always extending, you know what I mean? Like, hey, wanna hang, because then they're gonna get tired of it. So like my best advice when making friends is to like first make friends with the people around you, you know, the ones that are the closest, the most convenient to like hang out with and see. And then like when you're extending out, you do need to like be constantly trying to text or Snapchat, swipe up on people's stories, like kind of remind people of your presence, because like they might forget. The food here is amazing. Like it's New Orleans. The Commons is amazing. Apparently last year like the dining hall sucked. It was called Bruv, and everyone like hated it, and like none of the upperclassmen got meal plans because it was so bad. But this year the food is like, it's so good. Like I literally could eat there every day, like, and I do. So that was a dumb statement, but I signed up for the 15 meals a week plan, which I actually haven't even, like I have 4 to use today, and it's my last day of the meal plan. So like that's a pretty reasonable amount, at least for me. Like I don't know, just certain things I always like grab snacks and stuff, so I don't always make a full meal for everything. Like it just tastes so good. I'm so impressed with like the food. I had jambalaya. I had this little Vietnamese like sandwich thing that my Cassandra, my roommate, reminded me of what it was called 3 times, and I still forgot, but like it's so good. So that's one thing that I like cannot praise enough is the dining hall. I don't know if that's like at every college, but at least here it's like top notch. The weather. Oh. Now this one is a little bit, I mean, like, I don't hate the weather. It's very, very humid here. And like, I come from like, I'm used to heat. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, like, or a small town nearby. But I'm not used to this humidity. Like, when you walk out, like, your face is like kind of constantly in like a little sheen of sweat, you know, which is fine. But like when you're putting on makeup and stuff, when you first wake up, it's like sweat. And it does rain quite a bit. It rains from like 3 to 4 a lot of days, and like it's just a little bit, like or not a little, but like for a little amount of time, and then it's like done. But like it pours when it rains. So like I constantly have an umbrella in my bag. On Monday, the first day of classes, actually, there was like a torrential downpour. Literally, I'm not joking. I'm not being dramatic. I'm not like saying like when we like the streets were flooded. Like we had to wade through, like the water was literally up to my knees, and like you just had to take off your shoes. Like I wore flip-flops on my way back out because like I ruined my tennis shoes the first time I left. So like literally you just had to take off your flip-flops, walk through water you could not see the bottom of, and then just like go on your merry way to class. It was a little bit crazy, which just from, I've never seen rain like that. So going along with working out, our Riley Center, like our athletics center, I was worried like it was gonna be lame, like not trying to be like roasted. I thought it'd be lame in comparison to like other schools because it's a smaller school, but like it's so nice. I love it. They have free cycling classes, so I did like soul cycle with my roommates. I really loved it. I thought it was like super fun. And we took Zumba yesterday. We're trying to take like all the workout classes. They have paddleboard yoga, which me and my friend did at like this Rock the Rack event, and it was like so fun. They have a bunch of different types of yoga, a bunch of different stuff. So like I definitely want to use that resource that's always there. Football. This is the only like disappointing part of the video, is how like disappointing the football game was. We had our first football game on Thursday against, I don't even know, FIU, I think that's what they were, I don't even know. I literally couldn't tell you. But like, so me and my roommate, we got all dressed up. I was so excited. There was a tailgate before, and all this stuff. Like we were getting ready. We got in our colors. We got in our like little cute outfits. We like leave and we go, and the tailgate is literally just frat guys in tents drinking and offering drinks to everyone. And like I thought it was gonna be a bunch of free food and free stuff, which like I know you might be like, Meg, stop being so naive, you know, stop being so naive. Everything in college is just frat guys with drinks. Like, okay, I get it. But like I've gone to the A&M tailgate and like certain other tailgates for other schools, and like there's always been like stuff to do. I realized that I went to like the PG tailgate. So yeah, like it was a little bit disappointing because we did get a free churro though from this Mexican place. And then the lift had like a booth there where we got free fans. So that was pretty nice. But yeah, the tailgate itself was disappointing. So like we left the tailgate and then went and got food at like the common room, and then we went back to the game. And then the game was even more disappointing. We won, but like we didn't stay for the whole game, which like makes me so ashamed because I really do like football. I like enjoy the sport. I enjoy like going and having fun, but like the stands and the stadium was like literally was dead, like actually dead. Like no one goes to the games and no one stays. If they do go, they stay for a quarter or two. Like literally by halftime there was like one row of people in the very front, like of the student section, and like everyone had thinned out. We're like, what is going on? Yeah, like while we were at the tailgate, we like went and talked to this one girl. Her name's Rachel. She's super cool, and she was like, what are you guys doing after this? We're like going to the football game. And she was like, you know, you're the only person I've talked to that said that, which should have been a warning sign that like things weren't gonna go well, but like I was still like, yeah, football. But yeah, so it was definitely like a disappointing football experience, but we still won, so like it's fine. But we didn't even see them win because we literally left. Overall, I love it here. Like I really love it here. I found friends. I'm like trying to put myself out there. I like my classes. I like my roommates. I love like really like there have been like negative aspects and negative parts, but like overall I'm really loving it here. I think this is like I think it's such a great school. and I'm like super duper happy and excited with my decision. And yeah, I can't wait to like actually get into like everything. At the end of the year, I want to do like my freshman year of college, kind of like broken down by months, broken down by like any kind of experience. Yeah, you know. And I've gotten homesick, but I haven't gotten like super duper homesick yet, because I mean, I really haven't had time to, you know, get like ultra homesick. But like also it's just like such a positive, nice place to be, that like I haven't felt the need or like felt super sad. Like I miss my family all the time. I FaceTime them as much as I can, but also like I'm not in like a ball crying on the floor kind of upset, so it works. This is my first week of college breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed and found like something enlightening about it. I don't know, it's been like a lot, it's been a mess, but it's been like a fun mess, and I'm having like such a great time, and I just wanted to pop on and tell you guys about that. I'm probably gonna be posting a lot of college related videos, because literally all I'm doing is related to college. Also, I live in a room with 2 people, so I'm gonna try and like post videos still like while, I don't know, I need to figure out like what all I'm doing with that, and like how I'm gonna like film and post without annoying the crap out of my roommates. But I will get there, and yeah, thank you guys all so much for the support, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos. If you don't, that's super cool and super okay. Yeah, alright, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.